If you sell high ticket and you're trying to hit 8 figures, I'm going to show you the exact strategy that I've used to help 4 businesses hit $10 million per year and 1 business hit over $100 million in revenue this year alone. You see, most advertisers, they're still running the same direct response ads that everybody else is running. But in 2025, that approach, it's completely dying. Now, here's why. First, privacy policies, they've completely changed the game. 98% of iOS users opt out of cross-tracking. Google, they're eliminating cookies completely this year, and Meta, they've lost over $10 billion from these changes alone. Second, competition, it's at an all-time high. Everyone's running the same playbook, same VSL, same call funnel, same direct response ads, and same old, outdated strategies. And third, these platforms, they're now optimizing completely around the user experience. They're now punishing advertisers that don't create content that users actually want to consume and engage with. I mean, think of it like this. When you go onto this device, you're not going there to see an ad, to look up a business, to look at content that's trying to sell to you. What do you go there for? You're going there to be educated, to be entertained, to see your favorite influencers' posts and friends' posts. It's for entertainment. And if you as an advertiser don't create content that stops the scroll, is deemed by these platforms as engaging, entertaining, educational, value dense, any of these things, you're going to have a very bad time. Take Joe Shalaby, for example. When he came to me, he was an up-and-comer fighting against big competitors in the space. By implementing what I call the propaganda system, he didn't just compete, he dominated. Within 12 months, he became the #1 influencer and authority figure in his entire industry. Now, how did he do this? Well, because while everybody else is running the same playbook, the same failing direct response ad, we developed a system that's completely different. It's the system that replicates the growth of an organic personal brand, but makes it scalable and predictable through paid advertising. Now, here's what makes the propaganda system completely different. The first thing that you do when you're buying something, especially high ticket, is you do some research. You watch content, you try to learn more, maybe even go to YouTube. But most advertisers, they completely ignore this natural buying phenomenon. They just blast completely cold audiences with heavy direct response ads, just begging for a sale. Our system, it works completely different. It's built on exactly how people actually make buying decisions. Phase 1, we flood your market with engaging content that your audiences actively want to consume. This isn't pitch-heavy direct response. It's content that educates, builds trust, and demonstrates you as the expert that you are. You see, the platforms, they reward this naturally engaging content by pushing it to more people at a much lower cost. Just like a good piece of organic content goes viral, well, the same thing happens with your ads. Take Eden, for example. When they switched to their pure direct response advertising campaigns to our content first ad strategies, their growth exploded. They went from $50,000 per month in ad spend to over $1 million per month in profitable ad spend. Now, why did this happen? Because the platforms stopped working against us and started working with us. Now, phase 2, once we've built this foundation of trust, then and only then is when we introduce direct response advertising. You see, this is where most advertisers actually end up stopping, but this is leaving enormous money on the table. Phase 3, it's where our propaganda content comes in. While other advertisers give up on leads that don't convert immediately, leaving upwards of 25% of the revenue on the table, we continue nurturing them with strategic content that reduces sales resistance and pushes them over that edge. The results, they speak for themselves. Take Danny, for example. He's one of the top high ticket closers in the industry. This is what he said about our leads. Daniel, your leads and prospects are the best I've ever had. Now, you might be thinking, Daniel, this sounds great and all, but does this actually work if I don't know what content to produce? This is exactly why we developed the propaganda system to be a complete solution. Here's what I mean. First, we do a comprehensive audit of your entire business. From sales calls to marketing funnels, we identify exactly what's working and what's not. And most importantly, we understand what content your ideal clients actually want to consume. We break this down into what we call 4 content pillars. It's a framework that ensures no stones are left unturned and that every piece of content serves a purpose in the buying journey. Then we develop you a complete, customized content strategy. This is creative direction that resonates exactly with your market. Customized marketing automation that nurtures your leads and gets them to want to buy from you. Funnel optimization that converts more prospects. VSL scripts that actually get watched. We're seeing many above 20 to 30% engagement rates. And most importantly, getting all of these to work together synergistically so that you can make more money. Every action we take is revenue driving and focused on how can we improve the amount of money you make per dollar you spend on your ads. Now, you might be thinking, Daniel, this all sounds great, but I'm actually not that good at content, or I don't have time to film content myself. Here's the best part. You actually don't have to film any of the content yourself. We have a roster of proven content creators that can handle everything for you. These aren't random freelancers. These are creators who understand direct response advertising and have a proven track record of creating content that generates 6 and 7-figure run rates per single advertisement. Take Valhalla Vitality, for example. When they came to us, they were making only $250,000 per month in revenue. By implementing our strategic influencer and creator-driven content strategies, something incredible happened. Their content started generating thousands of qualified leads. The platform ended up pushing their content for free because people were actually engaging with it. The result, within 12 months, they scaled from $250,000 per month to over $1 million per month and over 2 million hashtag views alone. Here's the best part. Most of that, it came from organic reach, dramatically lowering their acquisition costs and increasing their return on marketing dollars. So you might be wondering, what does it exactly take to implement the propaganda system? First, let me be direct. This is not for anyone. We have a proven system that does work, but there are 2 key requirements. Number 1, you do need to be willing to invest in advertising. The biggest lever for scaling your business is ad spend. Typically, $10,000 to $20,000 per month is a minimum requirement to invest in management plus advertising expenses. The more we can invest in ads, the faster we can scale and the more likely you are to see profitability within 30 days or less. And then number 2, you need to have clear messaging. But here's the good thing. We handle this entirely. Remember how I mentioned a comprehensive audit and strategy call? We not only use that, but we do our own deep research on the market, analyzing online reviews, sales call transcripts, everything we can get our hands on to learn. We identify exactly what messaging resonates with your ideal client profile, also known as your ICP. Then we create the content that actually drives the conversions. Now, if you've watched this far and you're actually serious about implementing the propaganda system into your business, here's exactly what happens next. Below this video, you'll find an application form. But before you knock that out, you need to understand a few things. We are extremely selective about who we work with. Money is not the only requirement. As true performance marketers who take a percentage of net trackable revenue, we are literally invested in your success. This means we only take businesses that we're confident we can scale to 7-figure months. This is why we only accept 1 to 2 clients per month so that we can put all of our resources and time into explosive growth. And unfortunately, many businesses do not meet the criteria that we're looking for the business model or possibly even the owner and operator. But the ones that were, take for example, the Vega brothers, they actually didn't believe Facebook advertising worked. After over 13 months of unprofitable advertising campaign, they were ready to throw in the towel. Within 90 days of us implementing the propaganda system, creating content that resonated with their market that actually got consumed and got high engagement rates, they doubled their business in less than 90 days. Take Justin Ho, for example, who believed ads didn't work. He was completely sold that organic was the only way to get high ticket clients. In less than 60 days of him launching his first advertising campaigns, he went from $0 to $67,000 per month in revenue from paid ads. Additionally, Dr. Rodney Smelzer, a high-ticket plastic surgeon competing in one of the most competitive plastic surgery markets in the world. He thought paid advertising was a joke and didn't work. Again, was about to throw in the towel, and now he's closing $60,000 of packages a day from the propaganda system. Now, our application process, it goes far beyond reviewing just your business operations and income. We analyze you as a founder and operator. Your capacity, your entrepreneurial sophistication, your marketing acumen, and your readiness to scale with a proven marketing partner. It's not for novice operators who need handholding and to be guided about what everything is that we're doing. Business owners who constantly question proven experts and proven systems, and anyone who has doubts or fears about investing into marketing. This is for high value operators who value the highest level experience in their craft, who understand the importance of proven systems, and who want to dominate their market. Now, if that's you, knock out that application below and we'll schedule a strategy call to map out your exact step-by-step process of how we're going to implement the propaganda system into your business.